What's up, fight fans? Let's dive right into today's news. Here's what's going down. Alex Pereira finally sets the record straight on his infamous retirement tease earlier this year. After rumors he might be passed over for a light heavyweight title shot, Pereira posted a cryptic tweet writing, "I always answered the UFC's calls, but if they want to play with me, we can do that. I've never spoken poorly of the UFC, but with what I've just heard, I'm disheartened. I've already had thoughts of not fighting anymore, and after what was just relayed to me, this may be the start," earlier this year. He later claimed that he was hacked.
Nem sabia que tinha sido hackeado porque faz tempo que eu não posto nada, vocês veem aí, mas foi hackeado e eu vou estar resolvendo aqui e, pô, eu nem sei o que está acontecendo aí. Tem uma relação muito boa com a UFC sempre e, pô, as pessoas gostam de, sei lá, de ver o mal. Então é isso, chama.
Speaking with Ariel Helwani, he has now admitted that it was all him, an impulsive reaction fueled by miscommunication with his camp.
So a little bit was miscommunication because Alex kind of found out through social media, stuff like that, and he was upset back then. That's why he sent a Twitter. But he regretted he was wrong because he didn't know talks that was going on, anything that was going on. So it was kind of miscommunication between camp manager and the UFC's, not UFC's fault. It was a little bit impulsive from him. He acted a little early because he didn't talk to our manager, like, you know what I mean, found out from Hunter. He saw the internet stuff and he felt a little bit hurt because he was promised a neck title shot and then he sees that. Instead to just have a more mutual communication between camp, Hunter, and everything. So yes, 100%, it's all straight up now.
The former middleweight and light heavyweight champ will now get the title shot he was promised, facing Magomed Ankalaev in a rematch at UFC 320 on October 4th in Las Vegas. UFC 322 is heating up as Jack Della Maddalena prepares to defend his welterweight title against Islam Makhachev on November 15. While recently, Jack Della Maddalena said that Makhachev is easier to strike than Belal Muhammad.
I think Islam Makhachev is a better version of Belal. I think it's more. The striking on the feet. I think it's easier than Belal because he'll stay in one stance. He's more traditional style.
Coach Javier Mendez seems to disagree.
If he's saying that, I hope that he goes in believing that, because when he gets in there with Islam, you're going to find out a whole different story because, I'm sorry, they're completely different. And by no means is Islam an easy for anybody to understand. That any MMA fighter that's a striker, that's not going to have an easy time with him. I've been with this kid like going on 11 years of watching him just destroy everybody on the stand-up, guys that are much better stand-up than him, and he still destroys them. So, no, don't go by what you see. When you get in there with that man, it's a whole different ballgame.
Caio Borralho is eyeing Khamzat Chimaev's middleweight crown after watching the champ dominate Dricus du Plessis at UFC 319. Having trained with Chimaev before, Borralho says he knows the holes in Khamzat's game and is confident he's the one to dethrone him. Speaking to MMA Junkie, Borralho said, "For sure, I'm happy that he's the champion, because if people are saying he's unbeatable, imagine how good it will be when someone beats him. And this guy is me. So, definitely a good place to be right now. I feel very happy for him as a champion. He deserves that. He worked very hard for that. We're actually a little bit close because I've been part of his training camp. So, definitely very happy for the guy, but I'm willing to go there and do the business and face him. I just need to come here on Saturday, do a great performance, then after that, go for the belt. As a matter of holes in his game, I think it's about your next fight. His system can deny all the steps that he needs you to take, and then you kind of frustrate him during that and put him in your game plan and then start to pick him up. So yeah, that's it." PFL lightweight champion Usman Nurmagomedov isn't buying the hype around new UFC lightweight champ Ilia Topuria. With Islam Makhachev moving up to welterweight, the UFC crowned Topuria after his KO of Charles Oliveira, but Nurmagomedov feels he's not ready to be called the #1 lightweight. Here is what he told MMA Fighting.
Come on, brother. Ilia Topuria, how he can be lightweight #1 in the world? He cannot be. He did only one fight. I have 19 fights in lightweight. I have 25. Now, like, I beat former champions, I beat champions, and I think my resume is like better than him. He have only 15 or 14, 13. How many fights he have? But I have 14 finished in my career.
Usman will defend his own PFL title in a rematch against Paul Hughes in October, and plans to call himself the top lightweight after that. Who do you think will win between Usman and Ilia? Alexander Volkanovski didn't hold back when asked about the one fighter he despises the most, Colby Covington. On the Unscripted show, the featherweight champ went full X-rated. One fighter I can't stand? Ah, mate, yeah, Colby Covington. I mean, that's an obvious one. It's an easy question. I'll make it a little bit better for you. Colby, you're a piece of shit, and I dare you to come say something to my face, 'cause I'd love to slap you. He's just a piece of shit. A lot of times in this sport, you get idiots like him that take things too far. Some of the things he has said, just like, no, there's pushing a fight, and then there are pieces of shit, and he's one of them. Do you agree with Volkanovski? Paulo Costa confirms next fight. Middleweight powerhouse Paulo Costa is set for action in Qatar. Costa revealed on X that he's agreed to face striking specialist Shara Bullet Magomedov at UFC Fight Night on November 22 at Doha's ABHA Arena. In true Costa fashion, he announced the fight with his signature humor. Here is what he posted. Was offered Shara Bullet in Qatar. It looks fun. I said yes. He later posted, keep your eyes open, guys. One single good eye poke. Be penalized with one less point. Shara fights 100% blind. What do you think of this matchup? Ruffy calls out Grapplers after question about Makhachev. At UFC Paris Media Day, Mauricio Ruffy didn't hold back. Right after being asked about Islam Makhachev, the number 15 lightweight took a jab at Grapplers.
You know, and I don't think a guy that just holds on to you for 25 minutes should be considered, you know, the best in the world. You know, we have guys like Topuria who can play jiu-jitsu, wrestle, knocks guys out, and, you know, Anderson Silva, John Jones, all these guys that put on a great show, and I don't think that's what the fans really deserve, is to watch somebody being held for 25 minutes. And, you know, I have a saying that goes, train Sambo if you want to put on boring fights.
Fans immediately speculated he was targeting Makhachev, Khabib, or even Khamzat Chimaev. Who do you think this was aimed towards? Bo Nickal books comeback fight at UFC 322. After his first career loss to Rainier de Ridder via body shot TKO, Bo Nickal is back in the octagon. The three-time NCAA wrestling champ requested a spot on UFC 322 at Madison Square Garden, and the UFC granted it. Nickal will face Rodolfo Vieira, a multiple-time BJJ champion and 9-fight UFC veteran known as the Black Belt Hunter. Vieira comes in with a UFC record of 6-3, but he's never faced a wrestler of Nickal's caliber. Cory Sandhagen is back with another comedy skit, this time poking fun at Merab Dvalishvili's signature style. In classic Sandhagen fashion, he hilariously scouts fighters to mimic Merab. Check it out.
Do you kiss men when you're fighting them?
If the situation calls for it, I suppose.
That's a good answer.
If he's kissing me.
Do you know how to not shut the fuck up?
Yes.
You got a deal.
Let's go.
Merab has no idea how to not shut the f up. So this says, I can knock you the f out and you, nothing. You
Wait.
Can't do anything.
I already signed it.
Yeah, you can't do anything. So I'll see you on
What else is in
Tuesday.
this contract?
Tuesday is fine, get him TO. Tuesday is fine, I'll see you then. Wear your cup.
Oh, my cup?
Yep, I'm gonna f him up.
Anderson the Spider Silva is about to cash in big from the UFC's decade-long antitrust lawsuit. According to the latest filings, Silva will pocket over $10.3 million, easily the largest payout among all class members. The news was broken this morning by reporter John S. Nash. The settlement covers fighters underpaid by the UFC during the class period, giving 32.7% of their bout earnings, plus a per-fight bonus. While the average claimant sees around $231,000, Silva's legendary career earns him the top spot. Drama in the Jackson family. Rampage Jackson says he's cut contact with his son Raja. Rampage also believes his son should spend some time behind bars for his action. Speaking to Ariel Helwani, Rampage said,
I don't talk to Roger no more, so I don't know.
Since then,
I talked to him. I heard his story, and I heard some stuff, and then after that, I learned a whole lot of stuff and about it and everything. Roger's wrong. He went against what I told him to do. He dishonored my name. I've been in this sport for a long time, and when he did that, they're like, son of MMA, Rampage Jackson, goes out. That's my fucking name. Listen, I know he's my fucking son. I'm not cutting him off for forever. I just haven't talked to him.
but this is the worst moment of his life. He needs you now more than ever.
No, listen, I talked to him after this shit happened, and he hid the fact that he did this shit, and he put my other kids at danger based off what the other people said, and I just can't talk to him right now. I just can't. I'm not saying I'm never going to talk to him again. I just can't talk to him right now. I need some time. I'm dealing with his attorneys and all this shit, but I'm very disappointed in Roger. Like, I think Roger should go to jail so he'll learn not to do this shit no more. Like, you got to control your emotions. He should go to jail and not prison. He should go to jail, do a little time, and then get some therapy and learn from this. So
During the same interview, Rampage Jackson didn't hold back when addressing wrestler Syko Stu.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna leave you to this. And this is gonna be the last time I talk about this shit. This ain't the first time Syko Stu and done some shit like this backstage. Motherfucker be drinking all the goddamn time, and he plays that pro wrestling saved me from this PTSD and stuff. Like, nobody want to fire his ass, but AJ Mana told me everything. This ain't the first time he done some drunk shit like this backstage. So they know his ass. They ain't gonna snitch on him. I don't owe them, none of them, no loyalty. My loyalty to my son, and even though I don't for my son right now, I'm still gonna keep it 100 and be loyal. Mind you, if I was there and somebody came up behind me and hit me over the head with a can, I would just kick his ass right there, and I wouldn't care about the other pro wrestlers jumping me. That's what Roger said. The only reason why he didn't kick Syko Stu's ass right there and there, he thought the other pro wrestlers were gonna jump on him. See, that's why I'm different from Roger. I wouldn't have cared. I would have hit him right then and there, and anybody else that grabbed me, I would have attacked them too. You just don't do that.
What do you think of Rampage's remarks? That's all for today's news. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, don't forget to like and share. Subscribe to not miss daily MMA news from us.